In this lesson, let's talk about update operation. So update operation is also same as the write operation. Let's say we have a cluster of 3 nodes and each of the nodes have few shards in it, some primary, some replicas. Now a document is already existing. Let's say it's existing on node 2 under primary shard P1 and the document ID is D1 and it has 3 fields in it. Okay. Now a client wants to add a new field within that document, meaning a client wants to update that document. So client will send the request to any of these nodes. In this case it comes to node 1, so node 1 is the originating node. Now once the request has come to node 1, it is node 1 responsibility to find out the shard ID of that particular document ID. Node 1 will locate that node 2 has the shard P1, so node 1 will send the request to node 2. Node 2 will process the request. First, it will pull that document D1 from P1, update its source content, increment the version by 1, and then whole document is re-indexed within P1. Once this process is successful, Node 2 will send the request to all the replicas of P1. In our cluster, we have one replica of P1 which is located on node 3. So R1 is located on node 3. So node 2 will send the request to node 3. In this request, it will not send the update request as received earlier, but it will pass on the updated document, the final document, to node 3. Node 3 will save the document and index it under R1 and sends the response back to node 2 saying that replica is updated. Now node 2 has updated the primary shard. It has also received the acknowledgement from node 3 that replica is also updated. Now node 2 is in position to finally respond back to node 1 saying that the whole operation is successful. Once node 1 receives the request from node 2, it will inform the client that the operation, which is update operation, is successful. So in this case, you see that update and write are same kind of operations. The request from originating node goes to the primary shard first and from there the replicas are updated. While in read operation, the request can go to even the primary or the replica shard. In next lesson, we will do some exercise and try to update an existing document in our Elasticsearch cluster.